Nice. What about you, Alex? What did you think of the match last night? Did it live up to the hype? Oh, and I forgot to ask you this today, Dave. Did the botch kill the match for you?
No, but it caught me. It didn't kill the match, but it was like kind of like, oh, here we go again. They were doing the match was looking so good, and it's like, here we go again. Another. This is like what twice in like so many weeks,
Right, right,
and
yes, and it was dedicated to the recent loss of the friend. I can't remember his name.
oh
Uh,
yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
so it was a very emotional high match last night. What about you, Alex? What did you think of the match?
Yeah, it was a good match. I mean, I'm happy to see LAX in AEW. Like they definitely deserve it. Like they put in some great work last year. They did great heel work here. And as for the Street Profits, or who are these two again?
Private party.
Street Profits. So,
Oh my god, what an insult!
oh come on, let's go. They're the same gimmick, but I have to say these two are very impressive. Which is the one that has like the long jacket, like
Matt
Marcus,
Travis, thank you. That's the fallen friend who passed away. Thank you. I don't know. What's
Is
one?
it Marcus?
I don't know them by their first names.
One is Cassidy.
One's Cassidy. I know that. I don't know the other guy's
The
name.
one that I don't know. He seems like the more main. He's like the Montez Ford of the two.
Cassidy. I think that's you're mentioning. I think he's the main.
The one with like the cornrows. Yeah, he's gonna be a star. When they break out, he has a lot of potential. These two are athletic as hell. Like I said, I've only known about it because of AEW, but they do some crazy stuff, and they're over with the crowd, and they have worlds of potential. I agree with Dave. Like them and the Lucha Brothers again would be so much fun. But yeah, I mean, the tag division. I don't know what the direction we're aiming with for these guys. You have like Scorpio, who we'll talk about later. Like SCU's like kind of involved.
Thank you,
next
Bob
week.
Ruski. Isaiah and Mark Quinn. Thank you, appreciate that.
Oh, Mark. Yeah. So, it was a good match, but yeah, the ref botch kind of just annoyed me because it's not the first time we've seen it happen.
Right.
In AEW. So.
And speaking of the ref botch, I got the footage. Everybody, it doesn't show the exact if the angle isn't the greatest, but you can see exactly what happened here. All right, so let's play it and we'll watch it here together. If it is from Twitter, so it's gonna give me a minute here to see if it plays. There it goes. All right, here we go. Oh, I gotta rewind it. So he counts it. Oh, and there's it's buffering, of course. So we get the ref, who's right here, as you can see.
My leg out.
and you can see he's doing his best once this damn video decides to play, to stick his leg as far out as possible for Santana to grab his leg. And obviously that did not happen. And they did not play it off very well, because you could tell the referee was supposed to go outside the ring, because he just volunteers goes outside the ring to get in Santana's face so Mark Quinn could do the spot that was supposed to happen when the ref was supposed to get pulled out. Now, here's my question for you two guys. I know it's seemingly a WWE rule where the referee counts 3 no matter what. If the guy doesn't kick out or if something happens, we've seen it. I think it was wasn't the Charlotte Ronda Rousey match, or not Charlotte, but Becky. Wasn't she supposed to kick out? Or I don't recall, but they count 3 no matter what, and that's 2 times in at least a month and a half that we have seen 2 referees, different ones, botch a match. One was Pac and Trent. And then we get this one in the tag match. And I get people in the comments section saying he pulled his leg, because Excalibur said he pulled it. Are you fucking blind?
Didn't.
Are you blind, people? His leg did not get pulled. Or you would not have heard JR say, what just happened? Or you wouldn't have seen Isaiah or Cassidy turn around and look fucking dumbfounded like, what the hell just happened? What I don't understand is, why didn't they just count to 3? Private Party won anyways. That could have ended up being the finish. I know it's not the exact finish you wanted, but you could have ended it just like that without having the ref and the whole match look kind of fucking dumb. It pulled me out of the match for sure. What about your thoughts, Alex? We didn't have you on the previous ref botch. This happens again. What did you think about it?
No, I mean, it definitely pulls you away from the match, right? Like, you're getting in, and then like you see that, and you're like, what the fuck? And like you could see it's just awkward for everyone. Like, you even saw like how like there was a brief awkward like when that spot happened, and like Santana was just looking outside like, what the fuck? And then it's definitely been a trend, and I get it. Like, AEW is trying to push the referees to be a little bit more like loose, and I guess just kind of committing to that, but it still detracts away, and I hope they do something about it.
Yeah, it just
like,
looks awkward.
You just have to make a move on the fly. If you see something's off, you're like, well, if I keep counting, it's gonna be awkward.
And I look, we all know for the most part, wrestling is choreographed. It's not fucking breaking news here. We know that, and that right there makes it look so choreographed that the referee couldn't count 3 because he had to make sure the match went the way it was supposed to go. He had to fit the script, and that's why he didn't count the 3. That's why you saw the ref all of a sudden. Why the fuck did he have to go outside the ring to argue with Santana? That made no sense. Just so they can have the proper spot of Mark fly over him and do the somersault on him. It just looks so dumb. It really killed the momentum of the match. And this is, again, the second time it's happened. And it's not a good look. What about you, Dave? What did you think of that?
Man, one thing I took away from this is JR, like people are talking about right now in the chat. It's like, because he didn't know what was going on. He's trying to call the match. He don't want to know the finishes. I get it, but he's seeing stuff like this, like, oh, what's going on here? And then Excalibur's like, he pulled his leg. Oh, no, he did it. I mean, like, and then he tries to cover it up, saying, well, maybe it was the wrong person. And then he still, a few seconds later, he's still the same guy counts. And it's like, it's just all over the place. It's like JR just doesn't fit. He would fit better calling WWE matches right now. I mean, he really would. Because it's like, he doesn't really know what to do here. Go ahead.
He's not familiar with a lot of these guys either. So lots of times he messes up on names. He messes up who's the legal man. He forgets what's going on in the match. Oh, I mean, but you're not paid to do commentary, though.
I know.
This dude's getting paid millions of dollars, I'm assuming, to do his role in AEW. And sometimes it's like, he doesn't know what's going on. He fucking does sports, similarities to like, a fucking college football game, and it's JR. I'm not gonna say he lost his passion, but he definitely is not fit for commentary anymore. I would be okay with Excalibur and Shivani, just them two. Shivani should lead the ship at all times. Jim Ross should be very limited on what he says. It should just be Shivani, because Shivani has done so good since he's returned to AEW and to commentary that JR seems to kind of override him sometimes. Sometimes it seems like Shivani's trying to say something, and then you have Jim Ross kind of speak over him. It's just
JR should just be reserved for the big moments. To get
exactly.
A big moment. Like, you see how like his passion turn up when like it's someone involving like a Jericho or Cody. Everyone else, like, he's just kind of just rambling along, but like save him for those big, like, oh my god moments,
JR expecting to watch wrestling, not a gymnastics routine. Damn.
Oh yeah, I'm sure JR like looks at a gimmick like Orange Cassidy. He's just like, what the fuck?
So you do what now? You just don't do anything? You just pretend kick and play wrestle people?
Leave JR for Cody matches or Jericho's. Exactly, like the WWE did when they brought JR in for the big moments, Undertaker, stuff like that. Yeah, that's what they need to do for JR. Given it brings that big match feeling when Jim Ross is calling a match, and that's what they need to do. I agree.
Even when he did the Mae Young Classic, he wasn't bad on there because they overproduced possibly, but maybe it's not that bad sometimes when someone like a JR who probably needs more help
I
out
agree
there.
with Taz should replace JR.
But Taz has too much going on. He's not going to do all that travel. He'll do a couple shots.
Nobody complains about JR in Jericho or Cody matches. Absolutely, 100% correct on that. JR needs to go backstage. Absolutely. Excalibur or Tony need to leave commentary. What? Both men are great, but I'm having a really hard time with the three-man booth. They are stumbling over each other and interrupting each other, just like I said about JR, constantly during the show. Give me Tony and Excalibur. Because Excalibur at least knows most of these guys. He could give us the backstory of all these guys. And Schiavone could ride the ship and be the guy that conducts the matches.
And also, you need, like, one of those commentators to keep up with some of the higher-paced matches. I mean, like, Phoenix and Nick Jackson are doing, like, shit all over the place. Sometimes JR's just, like, fumbling.
What was that? The move that he couldn't remember what it was called? I forgot what it was. The dive outside the ring. And he, like, totally butchered the move call, and Excalibur had to
remember, I think it was the pay-per-view with Paige and Pac. He's like, what was that move called before? Bob Holly used to do it.
Alabama Slam.
It's like, what are you doing here? And then they're just comparing all these wrestlers like Eddie Guerrero and what, Barry Windham. It's just like, why?
Yeah, it just goes off.